Mastering your mind. The superpower of self-focus. Do you often feel overwhelmed by notifications, emails, and social media updates? Do you struggle to focus on what truly matters? In today's fast-paced, distraction-filled world, self-focus isn't just a luxury, it's a superpower. 1. The noise of the modern world. We live in the noisiest era in human history. Attention spans are shrinking, not because people are lazy, but because everything is designed to steal our focus. Algorithms aren't neutral. They're calculated traps meant to keep you addicted, reactive, and emotionally unstable. You pick up your phone for a second, and suddenly, 45 minutes vanish. For what? Nothing that makes you better or sharper. The average person is so overstimulated they've forgotten what clarity feels like. And that's the point. If you're distracted, you're easier to control. Stoicism teaches us to ignore the noise and focus on what we can control, but first, you must see the noise for what it is: an erosion of your mental strength. 2. What is self-focus? Self-focus isn't about isolating yourself or pretending to be profound in silence. It's internal leadership. It means stopping the outsourcing of your attention to the world and choosing where your energy goes. Moment by moment, most people think they're thinking for themselves. They're not. They're just replaying what they've seen or heard. That's not thinking, that's mental programming. True self-focus is about reclaiming your mind from this conditioning. It starts with becoming radically aware of your inner world, your emotions, thoughts, impulses. Without judgment, you observe, understand, and then direct them. This is the essence of Stoicism. Not reacting like a puppet to external chaos, but responding with clarity, intention, and strength. A focused mind doesn't just avoid distractions. It selects what's worth engaging with. You stop trying to fix the world and start mastering the only battlefield that matters: your own mind. 3. The Stoic perspective. For the Stoics, self-focus wasn't optional, it was the core of living well. Think of Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor surrounded by power, politics, and pressure. He wrote daily reminders to himself, not to others, about staying calm, centered, and in control. That's self-focus in action: quiet, internal, and disciplined, in a world that wants your mind on everything but you. Stoicism teaches a profound truth. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Self-focus is the execution of that truth, taking your power back from the noise, opinions, and chaos. While the world reacts, the Stoic reflects. While others chase validation, the Stoic builds self-respect. This isn't a motivational poster, it's ancient mental warfare. Keeping your mind still in a storm is rare, and rare is powerful. 4. The dark psychology of distraction. Your lack of focus isn't an accident, it's by design. Every platform, app, and dopamine trigger is built on one thing: behavioral manipulation. This is where dark psychology comes into play. The system doesn't just want your attention, it wants your addiction. Because attention equals profit. If they can keep you emotionally reactive, overstimulated, and constantly seeking validation, they don't just have your time, they have your mind. They study your habits, fears, and insecurities, then serve you content that keeps you scrolling. comparing, doubting, and buying. It's a psychological loop. You feel the discomfort of boredom or insecurity. And instead of facing it, you escape into scrolling. But what you're really doing is training your mind to run from focus. That's how they win, and how you lose yourself. The Stoics warned of this before technology existed. Epictetus said, "If someone took your body, you'd be furious, but you hand over your mind to anyone who comes along." Every time you let the world dictate your focus, you give away your most powerful asset, your mind. But you can reverse it. You can become the observer, see the manipulation, and choose discipline instead. 5. The power of silence. Silence is what most people avoid. But here's the paradox. What people fear in silence is exactly what they need to hear. In silence, the real battle begins. The noise is gone, the distractions are cut, and you're left with yourself, your thoughts, fears, and inner dialogue. Most avoid it because they've never been trained to face it. But this is where transformation happens. Silence isn't empty, it's full of information, truth, and power. When you strip away the noise, you meet the raw version of yourself. No filters, no masks, just pure awareness. The Stoics practiced this daily. Time alone to reflect, observe, and adjust. They didn't fear silence. They sought it because it brought clarity, and with clarity, they made decisions that changed empires. Imagine what you could do with that kind of mental clarity in your own life. Modern society calls silence boring. But boredom is just the withdrawal symptom of overstimulation. Once you push past the craving for noise, something incredible happens. You start hearing your real thoughts. Your instincts sharpen. Your vision clears. And you begin to think originally, not reactively. That's a rare state, and rare always wins. 6. Control what you can. Ignore what you can't. There's a mental filter that can change the way you live. Ask yourself, is this within my control? This simple question, when answered honestly, can save you years of unnecessary pain, stress, and distraction. It's a core Stoic teaching. Epictetus simplified it. There are things you control and things you don't. Everything else is an illusion your ego tries to wrestle with. Look at the world today. People are drowning in anxiety, anger, and fear, not because they're weak, but because they're focused on what they can't control: algorithms, the economy, other people's opinions, past mistakes, or future uncertainties. None of it belongs to them. But they obsess over it. And it drains them. Self-focus flips the script. When you lock in on what you can control, your effort, thoughts, mindset, discipline, you become untouchable. You're no longer swayed by drama, trends, or emotional bait. You become stable in chaos. That's Stoic strength. This mindset isn't about indifference, it's about clarity. It's like a sniper, only investing energy in what moves you forward. Everything else? Let it burn. Let it pass. Let it go. 7. Building the inner fortress. Picture a fortress, not made of stone or steel, but of thought, awareness, and discipline. It stands tall, unmoved by storms, unshaken by chaos. It doesn't crumble under pressure and doesn't let just anyone walk through its gates. That fortress is your mind, or at least, it should be. Most people don't live in a fortress. They live in a glass house with no locks. Their thoughts are exposed, their emotions unguarded, their energy scattered. They wake up and within seconds, their mind is hijacked by messages, notifications, news, and other people's opinions. They let the world in before they've even had a single thought of their own. That's not living, that's leaking. The truth is, if you don't build your inner fortress, the world will break in and build it for you, brick by brick, using distraction, fear, doubt, and dependency. That's how you become reactive instead of reflective. But self-focus is the construction crew of that fortress. Every time you say no to a distraction, you lay a brick. Every time you resist reacting emotionally, you seal a crack. Every time you sit with your mind in silence, you strengthen the foundation. This isn't just discipline, it's defense. It's strategy. 8. Daily practices to sharpen your focus. Self-focus doesn't just appear, it's trained daily. You don't need 100 habits, just a few that hit hard. Done consistently. Here's how. Start your day in silence. Before touching your phone or talking to anyone, take 10 minutes to just be. Let your brain warm up without noise. Audit your thoughts. Throughout the day, catch your thoughts like a mental security guard. Ask, is this useful? Is it mine? If not, delete it. Block time for deep work. Pick a 60 to 90 minute window each day for focused work, no distractions. No multitasking. Journal strategically. Don't just write feelings, analyze your patterns, reactions, and triggers. 5 minutes a night will teach you more than hours of scrolling. Embrace boredom. Go for a walk without your phone or sit in a room with no distractions. Let your brain detox. Curate your inputs. Protect your feed, conversations, and media. If it drains you or clutters your mind, cut it out. These practices are like mental reps. Each one strengthens your fortress and puts you back in control. 9. Final empowerment. Self-focus is a superpower because it works. It clears the noise, sharpens your vision, and gives you back the one thing the world is trying to steal: your mind. Once you master your mind, you don't just survive life, you command it. Remember, the world will always try to pull you outward, but your power is inward, in the silence, the stillness, and the discipline of choosing yourself every day. You don't need more motivation, you need more focus. And you've got it now. If this message hit home, if you felt a shift, declare, "My mind is my weapon." Say it like you're stepping into the next level of yourself. Stay focused, stay powerful,